Good morning. I'm an English teacher of Uzbek-Israel Joint Faculty of the National University of Uzbekistan, Mamaatova F.B. And today I would like to talk about past perfect. It's from Unit 8 for B1 level students. And what is past perfect tense? Past perfect is used when we talk about past actions. When there are two actions and which happens before the second action, we use past perfect tense. And here we should mention the exact time. For example, we can use time expressions like before. Yesterday, I had done my homework before I went to my bed. And here the structure should be subject plus had plus past participle. I will explain you what is past participle. In books and dictionaries we can see the list of regular and irregular verbs. Mostly irregular verbs are given because to work with regular verbs is very easy. And the first column is present simple. The second is past simple. And the third column is past participle. To make it easy for you, we use V1, V2, V3. It means verb, the first form of the verb, the second form, and the third forms. Speak. A regular verb is speak. In past simple, it changed the form, spoke. In past participle, also, it changed the form into spoken. But regular verbs change the form, but it takes the ending ed in past forms. For example, play. It doesn't change the form, it just takes the ending ed. And in past participle, also we should add the ending ed. And now I'll give you structures of negative, positive, and question forms. In positive, we use subject plus had and plus past participle. As we call it above to make it easy, V3. In negative, we use subject plus after auxiliary verb had, we plus the particle not and past participle, again V3. In interrogative form, we use had before the subject and plus subject plus past participle. And there is one more form of past perfect, interrogative negative. Here we use had plus particle not plus subject and plus past participle. This and this is question. These sentences, these forms are questions. Here we can see the structure of this. Ed for regular verbs, and third column eaten. V3 it's for irregular verbs. Here we have three forms of past perfect with regular verbs and irregular verbs. She had arrived. She had arrived. You can see arrive is a regular verb and we added here the ending ed. It takes the ending ed. She hadn't arrived. It's negative form of regular verbs, had not plus arrived. And in interrogative, we should change the places of auxiliary verb had and subject. Had she arrived? Here we can see again the ending ed. But with irregular verbs, we have to change the shape of these verbs. She had gone. It's the infinitive form of this verb is go. Go, went, gone. And we take the third form of the verb. She had gone. It's positive. She hadn't gone. it's negative, and had she gone, it is interrogative form of irregular verbs, of past perfect. And we can also use time expressions in past perfect. We tend to use the following time expressions with the past perfect. The first is already. She had already seen that film. Она уже посмотрела этот фильм. But we can also use she had seen that film if we mention the past tense. For example, yesterday or the day before yesterday. Never, just, by the time, after, before, until then. These are time expressions of past perfect. And the use of past perfect. An action that happened before another action in the past. There should be two actions in the past, and which happens before the second is used in past perfect tense. And the next action should be used in past simple. Look at this example. He had worked very hard before. He finally won. And the first one, had worked. It is past perfect because this action happened before the won. Won is second. Here you can see it's written second and the first. And the translation will be like this. Он очень хорошо работал, усердно работал, пока не выиграл, пока не победил. U juda qattiq ishladi, yutmagunicha. Так. Past perfect use, it's a second rule. An action that happened before a specific time in the past. You should give a specific time, exact time. You have to show the time. They had already scored before the 9 o'clock break. And here we have time expression before. Before. It also shows that you did this action before the second one. Okay. The next is, here we have the list of examples. Mike had finished his homework before he watched television. Он закончил домашнее задание до того, как смотрел телевизор. This action happened first, and then he watched television. Here you can see two actions in the past. My mom had left before I woke up. The same situation here, the same story. Two actions in the past, and this happens first. The snow had started to fall before Christmas Eve. Again, here before and Christmas is exact time. It's not action, but it is exact time. The team had finished practice before 10. Again, exact time. She had never visited Africa before her trip in 2009. Again, we're showing the exact time, specific time. Sam had seen the red car before he ran into it. And here two actions in the past. And this one goes the first. And look at these rules from Gateway. 1a. Look at these sentences. Which actions happened first? The green or red? Here we can see two actions in the past. One is colored with green and one is with red. Which one happened first? Happened before. Zhu and Liang had finished their studies before Liang visited Zhu's family. Before Liang visited Zhu's family, and this happened first. Zhu's father had promised to marry Zhu to a businessman, so Liang left Zhu's home, broken-hearted. Here we can also see had promised, his dad promised before Liang left Zhu, and this action again happens first. we use a past perfect to talk about an activity in the past which happened before or after another activity in the past. To make the past perfect, we use the past of verb, past participle, subject plus had and plus past participle. And that's all for today. Goodbye. Have a good day.